Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome to more 2021 Duels Winter Finals coverage. I am Delthius. We have the last match of round number 1 here. Kolaru versus UrbaneOlive 5. UrbaneOlive, if you have been watching closely, you may have realized that they already played in this round and lost. But Kolaru's opponent, who was supposed to be here, kind of hasn't been on Discord for a couple weeks, so gentlemen decided to give them the boots and give Olive a second chance. And yeah, this is the last game of round number 1, and we're going to be on map 5, which is Reed Valley, one of Premium Bow's custom maps with a deck size of 8. You get 300 starting food and 16 starting farms, and farms and camps last 10 minutes. And then we're going to be on variant E here, which is a true random mirror. So gentlemen determine the random decks based off true randomness, as in rolling a d20 a bunch of times and assigning those values to units rather than using the in-game randomizer, which kind of has a bias towards trying to give you a balanced deck. So, alright, that is enough preamble. Let's get into it. Game number 1 here, Kolaru versus Olive. Man, look at this map. This is super cool. Alright, I guess in the bottom we've got Olive, and over in the top right, Kolaru. So again, you start with 16 farms. Farms last for 10 minutes. And then there is this one campfire here in the middle that Kolaru already snagged. And Olive is trying to put some mines around it. Also, Olive is going straight into falcons and some owls. Meanwhile, Kolaru just going for the falcons. Kind of that backwards. Olive is down here. And let me double check in Discord. Yep, okay. This is the correct deck composition. This is going to be crazy. This is already such a crazy map. It's almost a shame that we got variant E here, right? Well, it could be a blessing in disguise, but it's such a crazy map, and it's hard to digest because it's so awkward. I mean, the game's over in 10 minutes, unless you control the middle. But this middle campfire might end up going back and forth. You know, Kolaru trying to put his foot down here and macro this area up and reveal these mines, throw down some pigeons. But attacking the opponent is very weird. You know, up this double high ground with these really awkward rampings and the single file lines. I mean, imagine what skunks would do to a tier 1 army trying to wiggle their way through there. So I feel like it might be a blessing in disguise for these players. Mentally hold that thought. These falcons from Kolaru coming in. And gonna start doing a ton of damage. Olive might be in trouble. These pigeons giving these falcons a little bit of extra sustainability. And I wonder if he's gonna snowball. The problem sometimes when you get into these falcon mirrors is it's almost like Mutalisk mirrors in Brood War, where once one player starts getting an edge, I mean, it just turns into a nightmare so quickly. These pigeons really helping Kolaru, but Olive trying to get up whatever falcons he can. This owl is here for Olive, but owls can't shoot up. And this Kolaru Air Force is just coming along. I think falcons make a lot of sense here. They're not going to be affected by all this awkward ramping. And again, they're a very snowball-y unit, you know, and the fact that Olive went for a couple owls off the bat, you know, expecting more of a ground-based army to combat is really in the favor of Kolaru. And I think Kolaru is just going to snowball this game to victory. I know it, you know it, Olive knows it. And he taps out. That was quick and down and dirty. This is going to be a short stream tonight. Alright. Next match. Okay, we do have a couple matches that won't have Falcon. But I am a little bit worried any of the matches where Falcon is available might look a lot like that game. We will see. Alright, in the top right, Kolaru. In the bottom left, UrbaneOlive. And again, we have Falcons in the deck. Kolaru this time around going for that owl start, though. And this is so weird. Like, Kolaru, you just slam face with the Falcon opening, and then he's going to give his opponent the opportunity to do the same thing to him. Olive learned his lesson. You know, this isn't a ripe olive. This olive's been around for a long time. All right, they've been around the pickle jar, and They saw what happened last game, and they just went straight into 8 Falcons. So this is not looking good at all for Kolaru. Kolaru knows Falcons are here. I wonder why Kolaru decided to go for triple owl this time around, and if somehow it'll work. Look at this though. Kolaru's got some plans. Don't count out Kolaru just yet. He's got some turrets set up to deal with this Falcon onslaught that will most likely be happening. I think Kolaru did. Yeah, Kolaru did scouts, so Kolaru knows about the falconing. No pigeons this time around, so yeah, look at this. Kolaru wants to turtle up a little bit. Get an owl, a baseline owl lead. And then maybe start going into falcons. This is enough turrets to where... Oh, that is so smart. The commander is not going to be able to get in without just getting machine gunned down. Maybe the commander could, like, wiggle over here and take out a couple pigs. But I feel like Olive's got to try something. I mean, Olive's got a lot of falcons at their disposal. And if they wait too long, then Kolaru will be able to get into their own falcons. Like, right now, I feel like Olive's got a pretty big army advantage, but isn't doing anything to leverage it. Olive's starting to get into some owls of their own. And yeah, let's see. I mean, I feel like this middle campfire is more important. I mean, it does count as a farm, so you get 17 farms versus your opponent's 16. But this middle campfire becomes much more important when we get closer to the 10-minute mark, when and if. Because it's literally going to determine who wins the game, right? The other player is going to starve out. So, this is a really cool map in a lot of regards. I think Premium Bow did a great job here. Kolaru going into 50 squirrels. He's running out of Warren room here. Yeah, Premium Bow in the chat did point out the Falcon opening was a lot better since last game they didn't have any real tier 1s like squirrels or lizards. But here we go, Kolaru moving in. That's so many mice and so many squirrels. But does Olive have the Air Force? I don't think so. That is just a ridiculous amount of squirrels, man. This map is so crazy. And I think Kolaru just wins from here with the onslaught of squirrels and mice. What a strange map. Yeah, look at them all trying to flutter in here, one by one, single file. And yeah, I think this is it. Olive's production is now on top by Kolaru. And that is a tap from Olive. Yeah, this is going to be a real short stream tonight. I haven't even hit 45 minutes yet. Let's see. Well, you never know. Olive could do the reverse sweep. Let's find out. As we hop into game number 3 here. Alright, in the bottom left, UrbaneOlive, and in the top right, Kolaru. Okay, no Falcons this time. Which, honestly, last game were a bit underwhelming because how many squirrels Kolaru was able to put together. Quick wolf boar by Kolaru, and a fast double owl wolf by Olive. No tier 1 at all. That's really interesting. Like, I guess Chameleon is now your baseline front unit here, your skirmisher. Kolaru choosing to go for ferrets instead, however. You just get so much money so quick off the gate on this map. It's pretty interesting to see how players want to go. Olive's just gonna go crazy hard with the owls here. I wouldn't mind seeing a boar too. Kolaru does have control of that centralized campfire at the moment. And Kolaru gets in and sees what is going on. Oh, these ferrets! The starting ferrets was super smart. with this deck. Kolaru was gambling that, hey, if my opponent starts with tier 3 Warrens, I can get the ferrets over before they have anything. The first owl will be out here soon, but these ferrets are already doing a ton of damage. A couple pigs going down. Kolaru is starting to get greedy, though, and target the mill. And is going to run home and try to save these ferrets' lives. I think these mice will take these ferrets out on their retreat. Yeah, Kolaru's not even bothering to micro them anymore. So small victory there for Olive. Cost-wise, it was pretty much the same. Well, I think Olive lost some money on some warrants he had to sell, but losing farms is a lot bigger of a deal than losing units, because now the economy for Olive is a little worn down. I really like the aesthetic of this map. Looks very good. It's just very good to look at zoomed out. Kolaru starting to hunker down here in the main base. Got the wolf out. Is going to start buffing up these tier 3 Warrens. Yeah, as Preview Both says in chat, nothing can actually shoot up. Yeah, I didn't think about that either. That's hilarious. These owls, once an owl's out, it is just there. Olive on the move here. Got a solid army together of 4 owls plus a wolf. That is so many mice. Kolaru's got a decent defensive setup. Some wires, some cannons. More and more tier 3 on the way. But if you're Olive, I think it's fine to just run your mice in here, you know, start breaking through. I think Olive really needed to retake these farms as well. Yeah, you gotta get enough economy. The farms last for so long, too, you might as well. Unless he's thinking about playing the starvation game, but even still, you would only want to leave one up. Alright, we might be at a standstill for a moment, but another interesting aspect of this map is that there's very limited Warren placement. And Kolaru goofing up here just a little bit on that tier 3 Warren. I mean, that might be a problem later. That's going to be one less Warren that they can possibly place. Oh, I guess it looks worked out. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell with the grid. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it will be one less. Actually, it's going to be a lot less. The way that Kolaru has placed this. Not to nitpick too hard on Kolaru. But he kind of messed up on like a row here of possible extra warrants. So kind of what you see is what you get by Kolaru, unless he wants to sell and refix his SimCity a little bit. Okay, Olive is taking the middle, though, and throwing up a lot of artillery cannons, which are going to be very powerful. Nobody's got a real easy solution to that. Can you imagine if you just built a wall of cannons right here? Oh my gosh, Kolaru, do it. Build your cannon wall. Oh, this is going to be crazy carnage. Here we go. At least the mice are going to clash with one another. Nobody quite ready to commit the rest of their army just yet. These ferrets and skunks actually have a phenomenal placement up here on the high ground, with so many artillery cannons here to help out UrbaneOlive. Pretty similar owl and wolf counts, except for the boar is also here for Kolaru. And it's hard for me to even tell what is going on, who has got the edge in this engagement, but boy, it is pretty fun to watch. And Kolaru is just going to go right for the bacon, going to kind of sidestep the army and go right for the infrastructure. I think that was a smart play, especially because these owls are invincible here. Nothing can really shoot them, so by bringing your owl into the main base of the opponent, you're not really risking anything. And Kolaru has kind of dealt the damage. Olive's economy is down in the dumps. So even if he can somehow hold this off, it's going to be hard to come back. And To be fair, I mean, a lot of the ancillary units here for Kolaru are going down. So Olive will hold, but lost so many Warrens, which kind of in a weird way might be a boon on this map, you know, because now you can make even more owls. Like, you don't really need the owl Warren anymore, right? Because you're never really going to lose the owls. So Olive not going to give up. I mean, the tournament life is on the line here. This is a very important match. Look at how many mice that is. This is just silly to watch. So much skunk gas here from Kolaru. Going to be able to chew through the opponent's mice pretty quickly. And Olive doesn't have any supporting units anymore. Olive trying to throw a Hail Mary here and go into 14 ferrets. I'm not sure if it'll work. I mean, 2 boars, 2 wolves, 7 owls, 6 skunks here for Kolaru. Look at this one wolf with their crazy pathing. So it looks like a nice, clean, sweet victory here for Kolaru in round number 1 against Olive. But some really interesting matches. This map is pretty crazy. I'm really curious to see what kind of builds players will come up with when they actually have the volition to choose their units how they please.